Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz and reach tackle, because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. To throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they ran for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mahomes' throw is caught by Gray. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Caught by Cobb. From the 44, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down.
He came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eat this one as down he goes. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's complete to Cobb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back, halftime. For quarter number 3, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And one more time, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Falling complete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because you're playing with old momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An inside give to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So it's a gain of 12 there. And a reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So following the film try on 4th down will change. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Packers offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play to force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Throwing is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Rodgers will throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way. Just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman,
78 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Able to find Lazard.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing here. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Rodgers to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 2. A minute 14 to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch the defense. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Mahomes to throw. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, and they're fun by the offense, too. I mean, really trying to just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Rodgers going to come out throwing.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. First down on the line. Could not hang on and start down.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but he just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. We're scoreless after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. That's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 38 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got to kick it out. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they... Don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, this one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Escaping the pressure right.
This one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown!
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And some space here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down, a cheap sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Flushed out right.
And this one too low.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 31 yards.
And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Down inside the 10.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
36 yards.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to run forward Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. And this is going to be Packer football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Down should just about do it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers throwing here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the head coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard
with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me?
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And we are underway here in London.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. With it left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From the 24, Allen, and he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Here for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks at a team record, and we're 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
20! And he into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass.
That one caught downfield by Howard. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me
and this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Oliver able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to 4th down as well.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Escaping the pressure. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him up back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Singletary again. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on third down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chunks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they actually intercepted. Knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team, and no one is asking him to do it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On first down, Allen keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Out to his left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 5. A minute 52 to play.
Here's Allen. And he gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Throwing is Allen.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
And it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Allen.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Allen.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers in your flock.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with